Ever felt like you're constantly doubting yourself, wondering if you're the problem in a relationship? Or maybe you found yourself walking on eggshells, afraid that anything you say or do will be turned against you. If that sounds familiar, you might be dealing with a narcissist. Narcissists have a way of manipulating and controlling their victims without them even realizing it, until it's too late. But here's the truth. Once you understand their tactics, you can break free. In this video, we'll uncover the 8 hidden tactics narcissists use to keep you under their control. By the end, you'll be armed with the knowledge to protect yourself and take back your emotional freedom. Stay with me, because this could change everything. Let's dive into the psychological traps they set and how to avoid them. The first tactic narcissists use is gaslighting, which is designed to make you doubt your own reality. When a narcissist repeatedly denies events, dismisses your concerns, or accuses you of overreacting, you start questioning whether your experiences were real at all. They manipulate the truth so effectively that, over time, you might begin to think you're losing your grip on what's real. The psychology behind this tactic is that it gradually strips away your confidence and self-trust, leaving you dependent on the narcissist for validation. This manipulation keeps you confused and anxious, unsure of your own thoughts and memories. Narcissists often begin relationships by overwhelming their victims with love, attention, and affection. This is what we call love bombing. You feel like you've found the perfect person, but once you're emotionally hooked, they switch gears. The love and praise turn into harsh criticism, leaving you feeling unworthy and desperate to regain their approval. The key psychological trap here is emotional dependency. The roller coaster of intense affection followed by sudden rejection keeps you addicted to the relationship, much like a gambler chasing a win. You're constantly chasing that initial high, even though it's gone. Another tool narcissists use is triangulation. This involves bringing a third party into the dynamic, either to make you feel jealous or to create competition. They might compare you to someone else, or use another person to make you question your value. This keeps you feeling insecure and constantly striving for their attention. The psychology behind triangulation is that it isolates you and makes you feel alone. It breaks down your support system, creating distrust and making it harder to see the manipulation for what it is. The result is that you're more vulnerable to their control. Narcissists rarely admit their mistakes. Instead, they use projection to blame you for the very things they're guilty of. If they lie, they accuse you of dishonesty. If they're emotionally manipulative, suddenly you're the one who's too controlling. This constant blame shifting makes you feel like you're always at fault, even when you're not. This psychological tactic warps your sense of self over time, leaving you feeling guilty and constantly trying to fix problems that were never yours to begin with. When a narcissist gives you the silent treatment, they're not just ignoring you, they're using your emotions against you. By refusing to communicate or acknowledge your existence, they make you feel unimportant, anxious, and desperate to make things right, whether or not you did anything wrong. The psychological toll of the silent treatment is heavy. It creates anxiety, depression, and a sense of isolation that keeps you on edge. You begin to walk on eggshells, fearing the next emotional shutdown, which allows the narcissist to maintain control. In the beginning, a narcissist might seem like your perfect match. That's because they're mirroring you, reflecting your values, interests, and desires. This creates an intense emotional bond and makes you feel deeply connected to them. But once they have your trust, the facade slips away, and you're left seeing their true, manipulative self. The underlying psychological game here is to create a sense of false intimacy. Once the mirroring stops, the emotional connection you thought you had shatters, leaving you feeling betrayed and confused, unsure of what was ever real. Narcissists are masters at alternating between praise and criticism. One moment, you're the most amazing person they've ever met. The next, they're tearing you down over something trivial. This back and forth keeps you emotionally off balance, constantly seeking their approval and validation. The psychological effect is devastating. It lowers your self-esteem, making you dependent on their praise to feel worthy, while their criticism erodes your sense of self. This keeps you trapped in a cycle of emotional highs and lows. Narcissists have little respect for boundaries, whether emotional, physical, or relational. They might demand constant attention, intrude on your personal space, or push you to do things you're uncomfortable with. If you try to set limits, they react with anger or guilt-tripping, making you feel bad for asserting yourself. The psychological impact of boundary violations is profound. When your limits are constantly ignored, it leads to feelings of helplessness and loss of control. This erodes your sense of autonomy, making it harder to stand up for yourself and reclaim your space. Now that you're aware of the manipulative tactics narcissists use, it's time to reclaim your power. Spotting these red flags is the first move toward breaking free and protecting your emotional well-being. With strong boundaries, self-care, and support, you can rebuild your confidence and move toward healthier, more fulfilling relationships. If this video opened your eyes, don't stop here. Subscribe to the channel for more life-changing insights into narcissistic abuse and emotional recovery. Dive into our other videos to keep building your defenses. Stay sharp, stay empowered, and remember, you deserve so much more. Ready for more? Hit that like button, share this video with someone who needs it, and make sure to turn on notifications so you never miss a powerful new video. You're stronger than you realize, and with the right knowledge, nothing can stand in your way.